Ham Radio, From Beginner to Badass. Ham Radio, ARRL, ARRL Exam, Ham Radio License, Volume 1. Written by Greg Molloy. Narrated by Commodore James. Chapter 1. Ham 101. Before questioning the relevance of pork slices to radio communication, it's best to have an understanding of what ham radio is and why it's still a popular hobby for most people. What is ham radio? Imagine your favorite radio station. Have you visited their broadcast site? What does it look like? Have you seen live videocasts during their on time? Did you notice the various machines that are there? Take that mental picture and crop out the image of your favorite DJ with nothing against them and plaster your face behind the microphone. That is ham radio in a nutshell. It's setting up your own broadcast site with which you communicate to other ham users all over the world. No, you're not competing with your favorite station. You're merely setting up your own channel, which functions over a set amount of frequencies that other ham radio operators use. It's like the internet, without the Wi-Fi or DSL connection at home. Of course, sans the browsing as well. Think of it as a large network of other users that have also set up their own stations and frequencies. Why would I want that? In today's internet-dependent society, almost everything you do requires either a mobile phone or a computer with internet access. Ham radio doesn't need that. To communicate with other operators, you just need your radio. You can do that from your basement or at the top of an isolated mountain. One of the biggest appeals of ham radio comes in the form of public service. When Hurricane Katrina struck, ham radio operators banded together to help save lives and deliver critical information and data when phone lines and the internet went down. On top of that, ham radio is a great way to meet interesting people. With over 1,000 radio clubs that communicate over great distances, you never know whom you're going to meet. Common misconceptions. Do I have to be an engineer? Not at all. The thing with radio communications is that the tools and knowledge used to operate them are within reach, such as this manual. Although a deep technical knowledge of radio frequency technology is a plus, a degree is not really necessary. Do I have to spend a fortune? Not a fortune, but you will have to spend money to get started. It's not just with the equipment, but you will also have to get a license to be allotted a unique broadcast call sign. For a complete beginner, you can get started with under $100. This guide will show you how. However, quite a few long-time ham radio operators have invested thousands of dollars in the latest gear so they can have a wider audience. This manual will help you get there as well. Do I have to understand Morse code? It used to be a prerequisite to getting a license, but the ARRL has removed this section from their licensure exams. One of the things you can do with ham radio is send messages in Morse code to other ham users. When microphones and speakers are down, Morse code was the only way to get messages across during times of emergencies. It isn't really difficult to learn Morse code. Think of it as another way to appreciate the alphabet. Although it's not necessary, this guide will help you master Morse code as part of being an expert ham user. Will I get in trouble with my neighbors? Not at all. Take note that you're not operating on the same frequency as other popular FM stations. You're on a different plane through which you can communicate. One common problem that ham users face are neighbors that don't understand their machinery and blame them for when their satellite TVs and internet connections go down. You're not going to be a pest. I need to become a Radio Shack nerd? Only if you become passionate about it. There are users that enjoy the hobby with the bare minimum when it comes to equipment. The biggest difference in most setups deals with reach and clarity. Sure, you're going to have to visit the Radio Shack outlet soon enough to get started, and it's not a bad place to go if you're a beginner, but you don't really have to spend all your time there. Do I have to be located somewhere specific to enjoy ham radio? All you need is a place to set up your gear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?